Hi and welcome. In this video, we're going to solve a word problem involving optimization in calculus. So the word problem goes: a rectangular container with an open top needs to have a volume of 20 cubic meters. The length of the base is twice the width. Material for the base costs 10 pesos and 50 cents per square meter. Material for the side costs 6 pesos and 50 cents per square meter. Find the cost for the material for the cheapest container. So first, let's draw the rectangular container with the open top. So the rectangular container needs to have a volume of 20 cubic meters. So we all know that the volume consists of length times width times height. So this is the length, this is the width, and this is the height. The length is equals to twice the width. Then let width be x, so the length is equals to 2x, and we still have to find the height. So we have to substitute to the volume the length which is 2x, and the width is equals to x, and height. After multiply 2x to x is equals to 2x squared times h. After times 2x squared to 2h is equals to 2x squared h. So divide 2x squared h by 2x squared, and divide also v to 2x squared, so you can find the h. So since volume is 20 cubic meter, divide 20 by 2, so it is equals to 10 over x squared. So next is to find the cost for the material for the cheapest container. We have to make an equation for that.
So only put the base since we have an open top.
The total cost is the price of the base times length times width plus the price of the side, which is, there are two sides for the front and the back, and also for the left and the right, which are different in terms of the size. I mean the measurement. So width times height is equivalent for the sides. Well, the price of the front and the back is 2 times length times height. After this, substitute the given, where the price of the base is 10 pesos and 5 cents. Then the L is equivalent to 2x, and the width is x, plus the price of the side 6 pesos and 50 cents times 2 to the x, and the value of the h, which is 10 over x squared, plus to the side of the front and the back, which is the price is 6 pesos and 50 cents times 2 to the length
times height. So 2x times x is 2x squared. Next is x times 10 over x squared is 10x over x squared. So next is 2x times 10 over x squared is 20x over x squared. So there's still 2. Next is
Multiply 10.50 to 2x squared, which is equivalent to 21x squared.
plus 6.50. So multiply 2x to 10x over x squared is equivalent to 20x over x squared. Next is substitute the 2 out, times 2. It is 2 is multiplied to 20x times x squared, so it will become 40x over x squared. So next is divide the 20x to x squared, so it will become 20 over x. Same to 40x divided by x squared, which is equivalent to 40 over x. So now distribute the 6.50 to 2x to 20 over x, which is equivalent to 130x. Next is substitute the 6.50 to 40 over x is 260 over x. So you can write 130 over x to 130 x raised to the power of negative 1 plus 260 x raised to the power of negative 1. So you can add 130 x over to the power of negative 1 plus 260 x raised to the power of negative 1. So it will become 390 x over to the raised to the power of negative 1. So you can apply the derivative of this equation. So the derivative of 21x squared is 42x. Next is the derivative of 390x raised to the power of negative 1 is negative 390. Raised to the power of negative 2. 1 raised to the power of negative 2. So next is turn negative 390x raised to the power of negative 1 into fraction. So next is equate this to 0. So we must multiply both sides by x squared so that we can cancel the denominator. So multiply x squared to 42x is equivalent to 42 cubed minus 390 equals 0. Next is apply additive inverse to 390, so it will become 390. So this will become 42x cubed is equals to 390. Divide both sides by 42 so you can get the value of the x. So 390 42 is equivalent to 65 over 7, or in decimal it is 9.28, but it's still not the value yet. We have to cube the, so we can cube the x and apply it to the 6, so we can cancel the 3, so it will be, so x is equivalent to 2.10. So we have now the value of x, so we can now find the height. Which is equals to, so the height is equivalent to 2.26. So we have to substitute all the formulas. So length is equals to 4.2. The width is equivalent to 2.10, while the height is equivalent to 2.26.
Now, substitute the length, the width, and the height to the equation, so we will get the final answer.
So the value of the sides is 185.0.94, while the cost of the base is 92.61. So it is equivalent, or the total cost is
So the total cost is 277 pesos and 70 cents.
So this is it. The final answer.